My name is Tosha Mathis, and I first started attending Four Rivers Church, Calvert City campus, probably about 2.5 months ago. Back in March of 2012, my daughter was at her dad's, so I decided to try out a church close to home. I'd heard a lot of good things about Four Rivers, the Calvert City campus, and so I walked in by myself to the church. I believe I went to the 11:30, 11:45 service, and really enjoyed it. Rusty Jarrett came up to me at work one day. I work for Collier Funeral Home, and he came in one day, works for Aramark, and we started talking about a little bit about our background and made a connection that we're both from the Lyon County area, and started talking about church, and he let me know where he went to church. I don't think I ever told him that I had tried Four Rivers once before, but he did. He reached out and invited me, and I decided to give it another shot because I did enjoy it the first time, but actually having someone to recognize walking into the church made a big difference. And he was there the next time I tried it, and it made all the difference in the world to have someone to be able to speak with when I got to church that morning. I am a single mom of a little girl named Riley. She's 4 years old. Thinking about getting involved in a church that had a lot of children her age meant a lot to me. I wanted church to be an experience that she enjoyed. I didn't grow up in church, and I think that influenced my life tremendously and made me the person I am today as far as the choices I've made in my life. And I wanted her to grow up around a church family, something that I've never had until now. It's just amazing to me how God brought me to Four Rivers Church and introduced me to all these amazing people I've met through Rusty Jarrett and him inviting me to church to begin with, and then going to small group classes at night. There's so many families out there, especially at the Calvert City campus, that have children around the same age as Riley, and she's really connected with those kids, and it makes a big difference to me to have that family that I haven't had in a church until now. God has used River Group to bless my life in an amazing way. For me, as a single mom, I was nervous going into it that being a single mom and everyone else in the group, just about everyone else in the group is married with children. I was overwhelmed at how welcoming they were of me and my daughter, and it's amazing to me how God brought me to this group that just accepted me for where I was in life, where I am in life, and it's like we just clicked from the beginning that they realized that I really need them as a support group. I was invited to play bunco with some of the other women from the church, and I didn't know anyone other than Reagan Emerson. When I left the house, I met them at a Mexican restaurant and walked in, and I felt like I had known these women for years. I knew it was a God thing, the fact that he brought me to these ladies. We had a blast. We ate, we talked, and we played bunco. And I won the Biggest Loser prize that night, and I was hooked. God has definitely taught me through my experiences at Four Rivers Church to step out of my comfort zone, because you never know when you're going to be blessed by something that you wouldn't normally feel comfortable doing. I walked into a church not knowing anyone for the first time in my life, the first time I stepped into Four Rivers Church. I walked into a night of bunco, not knowing what bunco was or any of the ladies but one. I went to River Group. I've done so many things that I would never thought that I would ever try, and especially being on camera tonight is a big step for me, and it's something that I know I could not do without God working on me through everyone and the support I've gotten from Four Rivers Church, and especially the connections I've made with the friends there.